Good evening. I'm Joe Netherworld. I'm here with your daily tarot card reading for Sunday, March 23rd. It's kind of a casual. I'm reading this, in the wee hours of Sunday, so I'm just taking a little time to relax and conjecture upon a very strange week or so. And I think you guys, this has been personal reflection, but I think you guys will also relate to this. This whole week, almost the last 2 weeks, have been about getting what you need, but at a very strange price. And that's been this beginning of spring. It's going to be a methodology for the next month, I think, where you're going to get what you need, but it's going to come at a price. It's going to either be very taxing mentally or physically. You're going to lose something to gain what you need. It's a trade-off time. It's a pirate's deal. There's going to be parlay to get things said and done. And so what we're going to do tonight's reading, I'm going to shuffle these cards as mediocrely as I do shuffle. It is a limitation of mine that I am not a very good shuffler, and this deck I've had for over 30 years. This particular deck, it's lost some of its flexibility. It's got a little stiff, a little worn out. Like, haven't we all got a little stiff and worn out over the years? Even if you're young, sometimes experience can wear you the hell out. But we have our cards here. While we do this read for the Sunday, for today, I want you to kind of think about what you've lost and what you had to give up to gain things, and has it been worth it? I think that is the main thing. And so many people have exchanged stories with me about this week, like they got exactly what they needed, but it came at a very strange price. So beware. And not in a beware like it should be a negative thing, but be ready. Not beware, but be ready. So let's start with our first card up. Oh, this deck is being uncooperative tonight. This is our first card. I'm going to take this card, and it's the Sun. That's a great sign, mostly as a singular card, because it's about shedding light on things, illuminating pathways, clearing things up that have been mysterious. But let's see what we're qualifying that with. Let's see where we go with this. Let's see what this is. Judgment. So we have judgment on the one hand there. So we have light shining on judgments, and this is kind of going on this week where it's clearing up mysteries, and you're getting these judgments in your favor. Things are being designed to be, all right, let's go. We're going to get this done. But, there's no mystery to it. So, and the Three of Swords, which is conflict, which is the cheating card, which is the conflicted heart. So we had a very interesting thing for tomorrow, where it starts out as a positive and bright day, and that's what tomorrow is about. And it starts out about making judgments and ending things. And if I were to be reading for someone sitting across from me and talking about what they might be doing, I'd say, well, you have conflict in your heart. There's conflict in your home. There's romantic conflict. There's choices. And sometimes conflict in the heart could be between two business choices or two deals you have to do. So I guess this is the summation of what I've been feeling for a week about this conflict, is that tomorrow it's going to be very positive, very bright, but it's going to add a searing bright light on things and take away the mystery from all these situations you've been dealing with, and open up a channel to make final decisions. And yes, you'll get what you need, but there's going to be some loss. There is a profit and loss scenario here. It's also about ending the juggling and ending the deceptions, because if you don't end them yourself, they will be brought to light tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day where lies and even small little white lies that have allowed you to do what you need to do without being truthful about things are going to be brought to light tomorrow. So it's not a good day to continue on with those things. It's also about plain, simple truths. Just tell people what they need to be told. And beyond that, sometimes there's a bittersweet edge to this Three of Swords, where it's almost like you've been keeping two things alive, two relationships, two businesses, two different lives, two different worlds, and now it's coming to a point where it can't work that way. It has to be cleared out, and it might leave you alone. It might leave you as a singular in this situation, but the situation that you've created has not been true, and that's not for everything. But there is that, if that is what is going on in your world, tomorrow is a turning point in all that. Now, in general, it's about strong, super clear clarity, and with that, you can make really concise decisions tomorrow and not worry about whether they were right or wrong. Everything will lay itself out. But the theme that we're dealing with more than anything, I think, right now, It's a simple one, which is to get what you need, you might have to pay more than you expect. But the price will be fair and will be righteous, but maybe you're not ready for that yet. So steel yourself and strengthen yourself and get ready for that. For me, tomorrow I'm celebrating St. Joseph's Day, which already has passed on the 19th, with my family, and it's a time to connect and meet people almost again. And as time goes on, as families age, you learn to value people for not what they are, but who they are, and how they've lived their lives, and how, even if they don't match up or completely mesh into your life, that they've gone on a pathway similar to yours, alongside yours, or even if you don't get along with them. And though I get along very well with my family, and I'm very happy and proud to say that, but even if you don't get along with them, there's lessons to be learned from the family pathways. And I think this is the goal of judgment and this clarity, is that tomorrow, try and open your mind to how other people have lived their lives and how they've gotten where they've gotten. Even if at the end of their life it's not been they haven't done right, learn from what they've done wrong. And also learn what you may have done wrong and how you could have done better, or been more righteous in your decision making and more fair. You really can't go too wrong in this life if you apply logic to a situation, because numbers and logic, usually they're ruled without emotion, and they rule with a truism that sometimes is hard to manufacture when you try and put emotional connections and context onto things. So interesting day, the beginning of a new pathway, beginning of a new threshold, and some time should be taken to shed some light on some things maybe you've kept mysteries about, and open them up and be brutally honest about some things, and be ready to move forward with that honesty. You might lose a little bit, but you'll gain a lot more. So I won't say it's a dire or dark read, but it's a serious read for tomorrow. But that being said, make enough time to enjoy yourself and to revel in the reality. There is certain just plain old simple truisms to the day, and that should be uplifting. That come rain or snow, sunshine, whatever, that some things will always remain true. And that lets us move forward into the universe, into the rest of our lives, and sometimes into the spirit realm. And the passing is part of that, but that doesn't take away all that brought you to those great moments. So take time, enjoy this day, and I don't know what's the best way to close this. I'll just say this. Take time to live in the day and live in the decisions you make. But I'll be here again tomorrow. I missed one day this week, but there was a little technical difficulty. But I'll be back. I'm always here somewhere. But I'll be here again tomorrow, sometime around midnight. But until then, you have a very magical day.